Okay, a lot of people think that I heavily discount Superboy Prime, or sometimes Superman Prime, depending on the era in which you want to call him it. I normally don't count Countdown, because Countdown, he's sometimes referred to as Superman Prime, other times as Superboy Prime Countdown era. So, I'll specifically pick the Countdown era style of Superboy Prime. Yes, shortly after Sinestro Corps War, where the Guardian sacrificed himself, ironically he absorbs the energy and kind of gets shunted out to a different location. He eventually spends a lot more time in that area and becomes significantly more powerful. This, of course, is when he then ends up battling the villain and the Monarch armor. This is, of course, the classic. He essentially tanks a Big Bang and survives because it's being in other storylines. Why don't I consider that power throughout the normal fights? He never hits that level ever again. I mean, if you look at him, storylines after that, you end up having the Blackest Night storyline, where he really doesn't do much because he's essentially been depowered. You also have the Legions of Three Worlds. Again, he really doesn't seem to be all that insanely powerful. If this is someone who tanked a Big Bang and fought pretty much an entire universe, he should be able to take three groups of the Legions. Three Legions. Legion superheroes have some heavy hitters, but they were facing so many other adversaries, they're not entirely corely focused on Superboy Prime. And then we went through the process of essentially capturing all of the other clones to do battle against the Teen Titans. Yes, he lost to the Teen Titans. Pretty easily. With an army of Superboy clones. So he never really, that is kind of like this whole different plateau of power. So having that version take on Thanos. Not Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, not Thanos the End, not Heart of the Universe Thanos, not Ultimate Thanos, not Avengers current Thanos, not Possession the Cosmic Cube Thanos, just regular, everyday, as some people call him, the Purple Puss Thanos. It's always 9 criteria: intelligence, findability, strength, speed, durability, invulnerability, energy projection, versatility, and X factor. It's 5 to 4. Person with 5 more than likely will get the victory. So here we go. Intelligence. Yeah, no, it's Thanos. Period. Now this is a person who's legitimately outsmarted Elder Gods. Period. Fighting ability. Yeah, Thanos here too. Tremendous amount of martial arts and actual tactical experience when it comes to fisticuffs. And he likes to mix it up physically. Strength. Now we're looking at a true pre-crisis level, plus enhance the powers of a Guardian. This Superboy Prime at this time is ridiculously powerful. Speed. Boom. He's now at a full-fledged pre-crisis Kryptonian. Durability. Beyond being fully covered in solar energy, he's also wielding the energy of a Guardian. At this point in time, Superboy Prime has the ability to kind of moderately wield a small amount of cosmic energies. Just very impressive. Invulnerability. Yeah, everything I've seen Thanos do, he's never actually directly taken a shot that destroyed a universe. Superboy Prime took it and survived. The greatest thing that I've seen Thanos take, and survive very easily, was taking 2 planets laced with explosives and collide them into each other to destroy hunger, as well as taking direct shots from Galactus. So we're looking at definitely taking planet destruction shots versus someone takes a universe destructing shot. Raw energy projection. This one is still Thanos. While you could say, well, you've got really great heat vision, yeah, the heat vision has never actually done anything like knocked Galactus on his backside. Pretty easily. Destroyed a planet. You know, Superboy Prime has got a lot of physical feats that could put him that way, but he doesn't have anything from an energy projection standpoint that's really going to put him at the level Thanos can do. Versatility. Again, this is Thanos. If you've read his background, you know that he carries, beyond magical abilities, beyond being one of the more powerful telepaths and telekinetics. The amount of cosmic energy that he can do, the different sorts of avenues he has, different sorts of blasts, and he's just... Oh, Starling made like the ultimate character. Just, period. And the amount of energy and the style that he can do is just ridiculous. Not to mention the tech that he likes to carry around with him. So now it comes down to that last important, that X factor. And I'm going to give this one to Superboy Prime basis, the countdown on the countdown storyline. I was thinking, like, what can Thanos do to defeat this sort of individual? And I was like, I don't do BFR. It's Battlefield, and I do not do that, because that's not an actual win. It's, oh, I sent you to another universe, that's it, you're done. And I was like, well, as they're fighting, if the planet they're on gets destroyed, Thanos does require some sort of leverage. Okay, well, Thanos has got his chair. Okay, so Thanos in his chair, Superboy Prime can survive in space. So you have Thanos on his chair, who he'll need that for some sort of actual combat environment, where Superboy Prime doesn't need that. I was like, okay, what can Thanos try to do to defeat Superboy Prime? You know, he's taken a shot that destroys a universe. That is definitely well beyond what Thanos can easily produce. You know, and if they're anywhere near a sun, even makes the sun go supernova, the initial blast from that sun is going to sun dip Superboy Prime. Once you sun dip a Kryptonian at that level, that's it, it's over. You know, there's really nothing that Thanos can legitimately do effectively to destroy Superboy Prime at this point in his career. Which would, at the same time, destroy himself. And I'm not talking, well, team with the Cancer Universe, no. This has to be, they're going to fight in this plane of existence. You know, no, well, yeah, he could do astral suicide to him, which is like the only thing he could technically do to defeat him, but I put that more on the, you know, if it's 5-4, person with 5, more like it should win. The avenues of Thanos winning are kind of small. The overall strength and the damage output, and the power and the energy that Superboy Prime has got this time is just virtually no. There's almost nobody who can touch that in a standard style on the Marvel side. Of course, if I'm picking Thanos with the Cosmic Cube or an Infinity Gauntlet or anything else to give him a small upgrade, oh yeah, he will easily trash Superboy Prime. So I think Superboy Prime that is pretty much the epitome of his power, and putting him up against a regular Thanos, I do believe he has a very, very good chance, more often than not, putting Thanos down.